Hey, kumusta na mga partners? We're now here on our second telecast of this or video cast of this series in partnership operations. So, yung una, kung matatandaan mo, no, there's a link somewhere here. Yung operations is about division of profits. Now, there are two things that we need to understand dito sa division of profits. Number one is that yung division of profits can be based dun sa agreement nila. So, if it's based on their agreement, meaning to say, ito yung kumbaga ito yung masusunod. So, kahit na mas maliit yung binigay ng isa, for example, let's say A and B formed a partnership. A contributed, let's say, 30,000, while B contributed 70,000. So for a total of 100,000. So there's a stipulation with the agreement that profits and losses would be based on a half-half. Kumbaga pareho sila. 50% kay A, 50% kay B. So regardless kung mas maliit yung binigay ni A, yung agreement pa rin yung masusunod as far as yung sa profit and losses are concerned, no? Now, in the absence of the agreement, ito naman, dito papasok yung capital contributions. Now, the capital contribution may be based on their beginning capital or yung sa opening balance nila or ito yung mula nung nag-umpisa yung partnership, no? So, it could depend, no? So, to further illustrate yung second na step or yung second priority after yung agreement, no, we prepared an example here using the example of A and B. So A and B formed a partnership on January 1, 2000 XX. Their capital contribution were as follows. Capital accounts: A capital 100,000, B capital 200,000, so for a total of 300,000. The partnership earned a profit of 1.2 million. There was no stipulation in the profits and losses. So ito yung sinasabi natin. This one. So there was no stipulation of the profits on the agreement on how profits are to be shared by the partners. So therefore, ang gagamitin natin dito is yung based on their capital contribution o yung capital balances nila. Okay, so compute for the respective shares of the partners in the profits. So madali lang yan, no? So as the caption says, no? Easy as A, B, and C. Ito A, B, and total. So, ilagay natin dito, bagong lahat, yung allocated profit. So, lagay natin dito, allocated profit. Magkano yung allocated profit? The allocated profit is 1,200,000 pesos. So, ito yung paghahatian nila. So, since walang agreement, no, ibabase natin dito sa mga kapital nila. So, lalagay natin dito, this is the allocation based on their profit. So, yung kay A, mauuna muna. So, this is 1/3 times 1 million, 1.2 million. In-abbreviate ko na lang. Saan nakuha yung 1/3? Ayun, no? 100,000 divided by 300,000. Okay, so yung capital ni A divided by yung total capital ng dalawa. So, kaya 1/3. Ginawa ko na lang 1/3 since 100 over 300. And yung kay B naman, this would be 2/3. Kung 1/3 yung isa, 2/3 yung isa. Times 1.2 million. So, we can now compute for the capital or for the profits of A and B. So, magkano yan? This would be 400,000. And this would be, sige nga, pakikuha nga. Kung 400,000 yan, so this should be, ako na bahala rito, so 1.2 million. So this would be 800,000. Yan. So kunin lang natin yung difference ng dalawa. So, i-bring down lang natin yan. This would be 400,000 and this would be 800,000 for a total of 1.2 million. So yung total. So, ito na yung kanilang hatian ng dalawa. So, A and B. So, based on their capital contribution. So, the journal entries. Okay, so the journal entries would be, dito lagay natin debit. and dito naman credit. Okay, so this one would be income summary. Income summary, by the way, ito yung kino-close na natin, no? Kino-close na natin siya dun sa capital account. So income summary, yung total nitong dalawa, so 1.2 million. And then i-credit mo na siya, ilalagay mo na itong 1.2 million dun sa A capital, which is i-credit natin for 400,000, and for B capital, we will credit that dun sa remaining, which is 800,000 or 2/3 of the 1.2 million. So bakit nga ba ganito, no? Ano ba yung debits sa yung credits? Again, if you want to check out yung the video on the basic accounting, which I did a couple of weeks ago, no? So there's a link somewhere here, but the idea here is assets is equal to liabilities plus equity or capital. No. Equity capital pareho lang yan. So ALE. So assets, kung makikita mo nandun sa left side, so debit side, so any increases dun sa assets would be debited, while dun sa increases naman dun sa liabilities and equity or capital, lahat ng increases dito sa right side would be credited. So kasi yung increases na sinasabi, yun yung kanilang normal balance. So if there is an increase in their capital, normally nilalagay yun sa credit side. So since there's an increase of 400,000 dun sa capital ni A, and for B there's an increase of 800,000, so we credit that. So we close income summary to the capital, because the income summary actually is a nominal account or a temporary account. So ikino-close natin siya dun sa permanent account ng company, which is found dun sa balance sheet or dun sa financial position ng company, dun sa capital section of the balance sheet. If you have any questions, you can write your questions below, or you can comment. And if you have any topics that you want us to discuss, not just accounting or taxation, but also in business in particular, especially mga strategies, and particularly sa business, no? We can discuss that actually. Even because this is actually continuing professional education, so it's not only concerned with the mental part, but also the soft skills, so yung mga like yung sa social in nature, no? We can discuss that as well, and of course even physical, no? So because especially in this time of pandemic, no, we need to have strong bodies. So stay safe, subscribe, God bless, and keep your hands clean. See ya.